The following video is brought to you by the guys at the Wrecking and Racing Podcast, a NASCAR podcast made by the fans for the fans. Check them out at www.wreckingandracing.com, facebook.com/wreckingandracing, and Twitter at Wrecking and Racing. Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, Saka here, and welcome back to another episode of Motorsport Manager. And when we last left off, it was a race in Guilford. We did get the sponsor objective by finishing 6th. Laura struggled in 9th, and now we are all set up for the Singapore Grand Prix, and it looks to be a rainy mess for sure. Gearbox, brakes, and engine are our critical components with a high tire wear, meaning we'll be on the softs for the actual race, so our super softs will be used in qualifying. Very high fuel burn, and the tire wear won't be a factor if we have to worry about rain. We'll just have to go with the enters or wets. Let's take a look at the pit crew that we're taking to Singapore, and we can see the front jackman is pretty slow, all things considered, but we're giving Saki Hana the weekend off to try to recover, and Henning as well. Now, everybody else seems to be okay, so as long as we don't spend too much on pit road, that should be fine. I don't really want to hire any new pit crew because we're running a little bit low on funds. Looking at, well, not anymore. We've got 2 slots opening up this race. Outstanding. Let's go ahead and get the car repair done. 3 sponsors are available. They just didn't refresh. So 2 and 1, we'll wait until we see 3 and 3. Car repair is finished. Let's take a look at it. And let's see what parts we can improve here. Let's start with a clean slate as we normally do. That way we can sort of analyze what we got going on. So engine, gearbox, and brakes. So let's work on the gearbox for sure. So the 794 gearbox and the 747 gearbox. And that is 100%, so we don't have to worry about reliability on that. Next up is brakes. The 674 and the 656. 4 days after the race, we can get those up pretty well. So instead of focusing on reliability, I think I will focus on part performance to get those up. As far as the reliability is concerned, engine is good. The best engines are being repaired. So we can work on improving the brakes. Nah, it's 98%. We can definitely work on other brakes or other parts. So a 90 right there. And then 98s across the board. Feels pretty good. Let's go 94. And then we have a couple 98s. Let's just finish up brakes, and why not one of the suspensions? And I'll leave it right there, focusing on performance. All right, we shall continue. And choosing a vote. All right, so what is all this business? No, we're not going to pay $1 million to propose the next vote. Thank you so much. 2 and 2. Come on, guys. I need some good sponsors here. 3 and 3. There we go. So for 13 races, 300 grand. 9 races, 150 grand, plus 400 grand up front. It's like I kind of want to do the upfront payment, but overall, the $300,000, $1.3 million, you know, wouldn't be, or 1.9 million even, math. So $2 million versus the 4, yeah, it kind of goes into the wash. So I think we'll take the upfront payment to sort of help bolster us a bit. Plus we can choose a sponsor earlier. So we'll do that. Not as much coming in per week, but we're sort of floating our expenses a bit. And 350 grand, 250 per race, or just $4 million. You know, 350 isn't, man, it is a higher prestigious sort of sponsor, and it is quicker. We get to choose something 2 races earlier, plus it's an upfront payment. Why not? We'll take the 350, get over 6 million, and we have 2 races to go until we can choose 2 more spots. So everything should be looking fine there, and I think we are ready to race, or will be here shortly. All right, driver has been scouted. This is one of the guys that was interested in coming over. He's absolutely not fit due to a dodgy neck. So that is -10 for 3 weeks. So the neck will get better. He is a 5-star potential, and he is a reserve driver. We need to keep him remembering for sure. Just in case our guys, 29 months and 5 months, in case Enrica doesn't pan out, we can make that guy our number 2. I hate to let Enrica go, but I think that guy will do wonders for us for sure. All right, take a look at the mail. Report on Singapore with a 35% chance of rain. Scouting report is done. Yes, indeed, let's go. The Challenger is racing at the Black Sea. I remember that racetrack. Good job, Veronica Kluyev. Interesting indeed. All right, and onward and upward. Financial management concerns. Oh, you are running a little low on cash. Keep an eye on it. I got it. I got it. Don't you worry about a thing. We got sponsorship dollars coming in. All right, so we are ready to travel to Singapore. We'll do the 6th or above again. And we need to hit 6th or above in qualifying in order to get the whole bonus. It's 350 grand for qualifying, 350 for the race. We need to make sure we hit those targets for sure. Let's take a look at our parts here. So indeed, Falco is running the best with Enrica with the second, first and second, first and second, and first, second, first and second. Outstanding. Looks good. All right, so we will go ahead, practice, qualify, and I will see you for the race. All right, ladies and gentlemen, qualifying is done, and I screwed up in Q3. I was waiting for the track grip to really skyrocket, and then the rain came at the last part of qualifying, and just as they were in the middle of their qualifying lap, the skies opened up, and they lost a lot of time. So had I not been so overzealous, we could have made it work. But one thing I am impressed about is Enrica managed to do very well on regular soft tires, and that's what we're going with today. Soft tires and race trim. For Falco, though, once he gets off of these super softs, I'll have him pit first. He'll be on soft tires, wear more slowly throughout the race, and I think that will overcome any sort of speed loss that we have. So let's go ahead and start the race here. We'll be in the top 10, and we'll see what we can get out of it here. 30 laps and 12 laps for fuel. So we'll see how well we do here. Looks like on the inside groove, looking good. So Falco up to 8th already, and Falco is going to be able to push a whole lot more, I think, on these super softs to get off the soft, or to get on the soft tire strategy. And Enrica is actually the only driver here on regular softs, so she may actually be able to go a whole lot further as well. As long as she doesn't drop a lot of spots cumulatively, we should be okay, and that's what I'll be going for here. So Falco is really turning up the heat here on his tires. He will be the one pitting first this time around. As soon as his super softs start to wear down, he'll be on pit road for regular soft tires, and then we can sort of pace Falco out. But Enrica should be doing okay here on her regular softs. She'll be able to extend her track position, might not pit as quickly as the others, and in fact, indeed, yeah, it does look like the rain is starting to come. So let's run Falco really hard this particular lap. Everyone is coming down pit road, and we are going to pit Falco. But do we go for inters? That is the question. It does look, indeed, like intermediates are going to be the name of the game. We'll just top off the fuel while we're here. An 8-second pit stop down and away. And since Enrica is holding station here in the damp, we could probably go an extra lap to see if the rain starts to taper off. If the rain starts to taper, nope, if the rain starts to taper, then we will come in later. But looks like everyone else is starting to stick it out here and see if that rain goes away. It looks like it's going to start to mellow out, and we're in a position now where inters, whether you're on slicks or inters, it's sort of a wishy-washy sort of feel. But I think this time, let's have Enrica come down for her inters. It looks like it's not going to taper off for a few laps. So we'll go ahead and do that. All right, 9-second pit stop. Here we go. So Falco running in 6th. He can burn off those inters fairly well because we're not going to be on them for too awful long. I know your tire deg is through the roof, but that is planned, Enrica. All right, come down on pit road here. Inters are on, fuel is in. We'll get the quick pit road exit here and come out in 13th. Enrica, go ahead and push all you can on those intermediates. So it looks like we need to go a little bit further into the run on these intermediates. Falco is burning them up like crazy. So this isn't going well as far as the soft tires wear more slowly approach. But we are sort of holding station. We need those intermediates to last this rain. I kind of want to see the rain go away just a little bit more. If it's going to sort of trend downward, we'll get him on the soft tires for sure. I know, that's fine. Go ahead and go neutral. I'm watching the weather here, guys. So 58% on the intermediates. If he keeps running like this, he's going to burn through them. But everyone else is sort of in the same bed. We're 7 seconds back on the exact same pit strategy as the leader. So we are holding station. If we can sort of squeeze out one less stop this race than the leader, that would be ideal. But Falco's going to have to do something here in the next few laps. And I'm debating on coming in for another set of intermediates in the middle of this rain, or just keep it going as long as we can. It does look like it is a steady rain all the way through lap 15 at least. So that is going to put us on one whole run of intermediates for sure. Yes, you can get past poor. Just push a little bit. So rain tapers off a little bit after lap 15, but there's no way that we can make these inters last for that long. So we'll go around probably one more time after this, come down on pit road and get another set of intermediate tires and see if we can go the rest of the distance here, at least for this particular rain segment, on intermediate tires. All right, pit next time, Falco, for your next set of intermediates. Go ahead and fill up. 17 laps remaining, 12 laps of fuel in the tank, so that is a pretty quick fuel stop when he comes back around. I know tire wear isn't helping, and Falco is just chewing through those intermediate tires this time around. Enrica will not be that far behind. Just come back around this last time here, Falco. You'll be all set. 4th is pitting as well, so they will be on our strategy. There we go, down and away. Enrica, go ahead and pit this time around for your intermediates. Yeah, we'll have to do one more round of intermediates. 12 laps to go of fuel. So it'll be like a quick splash and go for Enrica, I think. So Falco down and away. He's doing okay, and he is on fresh intermediates, as well as 14th or 15th place there. Humi on fresh intermediates as well. Jack is up. Did you not change tires? I swore I changed tires. Well, that just won't do. That will not do at all. So Enrica, just do softs. Man, that bites right there. That is terrible. I could have sworn I picked those intermediates. So Enrica is done. And that was my fault, I guess. I clicked the button too quickly. But I could have swore I picked another set of intermediates. So Enrica will be on softs as this race sort of comes to her here. The dampness on the track will go away. She will be fairly quick, but, I mean, she is miles behind everybody, 49 seconds. Our only hope is if she doesn't have to pit again, and she will have to pit at least for fuel. But we can run Falco pretty hard here, at least until maybe 9 laps to go, when we can get on those soft tires. So he needs to go about 4 more laps or so. The leaders are on pit road. They chewed up as much as they could, but they will come out in front of us, and they will be on soft tires as well. So they are going to be on nearly the same strategy as Enrica. Enrica's already made it past a few other cars who were on her strategy. Unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit too little too late for her. All right, Falco, go ahead and attack the rest of this time. We'll get everything we can out of these intermediate tires as the track dries. Probably 2 more laps or so. No, you don't need to stop pushing. I'm the crew chief here. We definitely need to go one more time around to get into our fuel window. 11 laps to go. All right, Falco, go ahead and pit. Yeah, pit this time. Get on your soft tires. Fill up as much as you can. And we could probably shave a second. Yeah, we can shave a second if we put in 10 laps of fuel. All right, so Falco is set for his final pit stop of the race. And he will be on the soft tires. He should be fairly well. Yes, you can get past Hume. You're just not trying hard enough. And there we go, Falco on pit road. His last pit stop. Mistake on the right front, of course. All right, Falco, you're just going to have to go for broke here, buddy. So I figured it would have been a front tire changer that ran into issues, but it was, or the front jack that runs into issues, but it was the front tire changer. All right, so Enrica is just going to have to push out these soft tires here. 9 laps to go. She's 31 seconds back. She's going to have to run as hard as she can, and I don't know if it is worth it to put on super softs, but it may be. Once we get into super soft range, 8 laps to go, we'll have her go around one more time, pit with 7 laps to go for super softs. No, cancel. Almost jumped the gun. She would have made a beeline. All right, there we go. Super softs. And there we go, just a little bit of fuel. Hey, front tire changer, how about you not screw up here, buddy? And then Falco should be fine as far as the tire wear is concerned. The guys in front of him have lower tire wear, and there still will be these guys having to pit. So Falco will be in front of them, hopefully. They do have the short exit off of pit road. So he made up a little bit of ground. And then Enrica is down and away, and she will be pushing. Nope, rear jack. So the one guy we were worried about making mistakes didn't make a mistake. That's always how it goes. All right, Falco, go ahead and push everything you got here for these 5 laps. The tires wear more slowly, so even though he'll be pushing, he should be able to catch these guys. We just need 6th place because we missed our sponsorship objective as far as qualifying was concerned. And the leader may have to pit one more time. So as long as he is pushing here, 5 laps to go, 59% on the tires. Let's just do a regular push here. How's park condition? We can afford to go up to high push mode, I believe. Not for Enrica, though. But we need to get Falco close enough that if any of these guys pit with 4 laps to go, we'll be able to seize it. Let's just do neutral and try to keep those tires alive. It is a high tire wear course. So we're within shouting distance of this sponsor objective, just 3 seconds. 3 laps to go, 41% on the tires. Good job, Falco. Get that inside groove. That's what I'm talking about. Don't let them buy you. Use the boost if you have to. That's what I'm talking about. All right, car in front of us is pitting, as I had expected. 35% on the tires, though. Coming to 2 laps to go. We'll conserve a bit. We want to stay alive here as best we can. And he is eating the back bumper of these cars in front of him here. Now push. Push everything you got there, Falco. Holy crap, Enrica did not make those tires last. So yeah, this was an exercise in futility as far as Enrica goes. Man. That was just a bad race all around for Enrica. Probably my fault. I was watching Falco too much. Got tunnel vision, but this is for the sponsor objective here. Last lap, high overtake. Get everything you got out of it, Falco. And Enrica, everything you got, although it really doesn't matter, but we paid for the tires, might as well use them. Yeah, and it looks like we are just going to miss our sponsorship objective. So yeah, I'll chalk that up to bad strategy as far as I was concerned. It was a train wreck. Let's not cut 2 heads about it. And the chairman's probably not going to be happy. Not a good points day for us. We didn't even make any points that time around. But the rain sort of threw us off. Me getting flustered, changing her tires, and it didn't work. Got me off. Yeah, not a good race. Not a good race indeed. Always next week. Always next week indeed. So a 1 penalty, a drive-through for Sevilla. Cherish got the pole position. So 20 points back. Cherish passes Falco. We're still in 3rd, though, in the Owners' Championship. Falco has a nice helmet, apparently. Doesn't matter when the race strategy falls. It was just that the tire wear really got to me. And even though we picked soft tires wear more slowly, he still chewed through them like crazy. So definitely not my strongest showing, that is for sure. We will get him next week. So 1.7 million, we're down to 4.3, but we do have 2 sponsors coming up the race after next. And we go to Belgium, it looks like, in the Ardennes. And I imagine that's like Spa-Francorchamps. Yeah, so that'll be like a poor man's Spa-Francorchamps. And that doesn't look too good. So practice looks to be wet. Race looks to be sunny. That's good. A low tire wear, so super softs may be the key. And I don't think we have enough money to spend on parts. No, we have to do 1 more race. We'll lose 1.7 million. I mean, we might be able to swing an extra part. Pit crew, Kuze, is looking really shoddy. And we have no pit crew to swap him out with. So let's go shopping. And you look good. We'll go ahead and hire you. And we'll go remove fatigued crew. Nice. So Haru is taking the place of Kuze. We need another front tire changer for sure. So Hata, we will go ahead and confirm you. So Hata, go ahead and swap with Ebihara. Everyone else looks good but terrible. Can we find a front jack man? A 15. All right, you're hired. All right, front jack swap with Yanada. And do we have a rear jack? Kagamida. All right, we'll hire you. A lot of money spent on pit crew, but the seconds we save on pit road are going to be race wins. All right, so we got some decent pit crew now. Car condition update, that's fine. Interview, Falco's better. I'm sure he enjoys hearing that. Pit crew review. 2 mistakes. They weren't dangerous. Yeah, we didn't set anyone on fire. But that is going to do it for me in this episode of Motorsport Manager, ladies and gentlemen. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in. And next week we take on Belgium in the Ardennes. Take care.